Once we solve all these problems about space stations, Jane wonders why we couldn't put one on the moon. And we could.
Just gotta get it spinning fast enough first.
You might say that the moon is a ready-made way station in space.
Go ahead. Say it. You know you want to.
The moon is about 240,000 miles away. About as far as 10 trips around the Earth.
Just off I-95.
To get 1,000 miles from the Earth, a rocket would need this much power.
Wow, a whole red bar worth?
To get to the moon, a rocket would need just a little bit more.
But without any explanation, this might as well be in the shape
Landing
of a
on the
pony.
moon will have its problems. The moon has little or no atmosphere, so friction and heat would not be a major problem.
So we got that going
But the moon
for us,
does have a gravity
which is
field,
nice.
although it is not nearly as powerful as the gravity field of the Earth.
Damn right.
A
USA!
spaceship would approach the
USA!
moon at high speed. Small rockets could be used to turn the base of the ship toward the moon. Other rockets would fire out of the base to slow down the spacecraft so that it could make a safe landing.
Which will be considerably less goofy, of course.
The surface of the moon is quite different from that of the Earth. It is covered with large pits or craters. These may be places where large meteors collided with the moon in times past.
Or just where the moon had bad acne.
In addition
and
to
picked at it.
craters, there are mountains, crevices, plains, and plateaus.
Forests, oceans, Fuddruckers.
During the day, which on the moon is equal to about 2 Earth weeks, the temperature goes over 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Cooler by the crater.
And during the long 2-week night, it goes as low as about 250 degrees below zero.
Pack a sweater.
To escape the extreme temperatures, the moon station would probably be underground, where the temperature remains more moderate.
Then people would stand stock still for whole minutes at a time.
It would need a source of power.
Or, failing that, a series of tubes and a double-decker carousel.
Green plants might be used to produce oxygen within the station.
Dude, it's 420 somewhere in the
The
universe,
station would
right?
have to be sealed to retain its artificial atmosphere. Probably the only parts of the station on the surface would be observation domes, entrance ports, and radio antennas.
Yeah, so ping pong balls and crayons on the moon, that's the future.
Taking off from a moon base, a space vehicle would not have to pass through a dense atmosphere. It would only have to pull away from the moon's comparatively weak gravity field.
The moon is a total wuss and should be
It
mocked
could
open.
then head for Mars.
But it
At
won't.
rocket speed, cruising through the very thin gas that appears to fill space, it would take many months to get to Mars.
Here's a real-time
We
animation
would
of that
probably
journey.
find some sort of atmosphere on Mars, but not an atmosphere like our
No.
own. If other planets, more like our own, exist, they are unknown planets of other suns far out in the universe.
And must be
The
destroyed.
star or sun nearest to our own is about 25 trillion miles away. It would take far more than a human lifetime to travel this distance at present rocket speeds.
Now we'll show you a spinning thing and give you time to contemplate that. Oh, hey.
We have seen that one problem in reaching space is to escape from the Earth's gravity field. A great amount of energy is required to escape from this pull.
And we're just B right now, man, so we'll just run a movie
Another
and escape the pull
important
tomorrow.
problem is re-entering the Earth's atmosphere at low enough speed so that friction is not too great.
I don't know, I think friction's totally
Too much
great.
friction causes too much heat.
Oh,
Man-made
no.
space stations in nearby space might go far toward overcoming the effect of gravity.
It's not even spinning this time.
Such stations would orbit the Earth like satellites and could serve as taking off points for more distant places.
We do this part already. Hey. We've been sent to pick this giant alien's nose.
The moon might also serve as a way station.
But
A
probably
rocket
it
with
won't.
enough power to pull away from the Earth would require only slightly more energy to carry it to the moon.
Just can't get used to that.
Small rockets can be used to turn a spacecraft while it is in flight. Braking rockets may serve to slow it down enough to make safe approaches and landings possible.
You better cut away quick, they're about to run out of backdrop.
The moon might serve as a taking off point for other planets in our own solar system. A space vehicle could pull away from the moon's weak gravity field easily enough. From there, man could go on to the other planets.
Mars, the photo-negative of
Mars
Gorbachev
is the
planet.
one most like our own. Even so, it is doubtful that living things like those we know exist on Mars.
Now here's some black fabric with talc on it.
If other planets more like our Earth exist, they must be planets of other suns that are trillions of miles away.
And yet the League still schedules us to play them twice a year. So is that all it does, Uncle Bill? Just kind of spin around?
There is so much we can learn in the universe. It is the frontier of the future.
See?
And way stations in space are the stepping stones for its exploration.
In the meantime, here's this thing again. Go ahead, drink it in. That's it, look at it. It's awesome. That's it, keep looking. Now look some more. Look at this goddamn spinning wheel until your eyeballs melt from your sockets and run down the side of your face like the tears I cried as a child. My father said I'd never amount to anything, but what does he know? I've got this beautiful whirling dervish of Wait, where'd it go?